my goodness. Hello, everybody. How we doing? I feel like I have not been here forever. Oh, Loni, how you doing? Good to see you. How is everybody? Oh my gosh, it's been so long, you guys. I know, I'm so sorry, you guys. I've been so busy. And then the last live, I had something come up at the last minute and I forgot to cancel it. Typical me. Oh my God, Mimi, so good to see you. I know it's been forever, you guys. I feel like I haven't seen you guys forever. S, good to see you. I'm so sorry. I actually missed you guys. It's, oh, thank you, S. I got you down. It's been crazy. My schedule has been insane. And so I've just needed to take, thank you. I just needed to take a little bit of a break just to catch up with life, just to catch up with everything because it just got overwhelming, which is why I didn't show up last time. And I'm so sorry if you guys showed up. Got you down, Loni. So I felt so bad. And then I got a warning from Insight Timer. Basically, if I do it again, I'm going to be like, I can't do a live for 3 months. So I was like, all right, I better get my shit together and not do that again. It's also just disappointing to me towards you guys because you guys show up and then I'm like, I'm not there. And I'm like, I felt bad anyway. I know, love. I'm so sorry. I missed you guys. Honestly, like I said, I've been so busy. I've just been like too many things at once. And so I had to unfortunately put my lives in the back. I literally just had not had time. And like I said, last time when I had the live, I didn't show up because I had a time clash and I forgot to cancel. So it was a mess. Okay, I got down Darcy and then I got down Mimi. We got you guys. I got Siji. Good to see you. I missed you guys. Oh my gosh. I felt so bad. Sorry, my hair's like crazy. Let's see if I can. She can be mad. Yeah, thank you, Loni. I appreciate that. And it's been good. It's been good. It's been good. It hasn't been bad. I've just been booking a lot of acting work. I've just been trying to catch up with my book. And I have a little announcement. Guess what, guys? My Oracle deck has arrived. She is available. Yeah, so this is the final product. They are gorgeous, you guys. I'm so proud of them. They are finished. This is the inside. You got the gold foil. You got the little booklet. So, no pressure, guys. But for today, I put a huge discount on eBay for you guys if you are interested to buy it. So normally they're $44, and I think I got it down to $26 free shipping just for you guys today. No more typos. No more shapeshifters. Don't worry. So if any of you were interested, because I know some of you mentioned before that you were interested in buying it, I'm going to send you a link. Jamie! Good to see you, man. I'll see if I can find... Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to put a link here. So if you're interested, they're only $26 just for today. So I'm going to put the link there on the eBay. So if you guys are interested, go grab them today. Whew. All right. Well, guess what, guys? I'm back. She's back. She's been busy. She's been working out, working on life, rescuing some more. Rescuing more animals. So you can go to my website and it should take you to the eBay store, but I just put the link up there. I'll continue to thank you guys. I'll continue to give it to you if you for whatever reason need the link, but it's just there up there, so you can just copy and paste it. It'll take you to the eBay store. I still have to update everything. Like I said, guys, I'm literally just trying to catch up with everything. It's been insane, but it's all good. It doesn't show the link here. Right there underneath your comment, it should show it. Let me guys know if you can't see the link. Anyway, but exciting time, guys. So let's get into the reading. So far, really, you can't see the link in the chat. Interesting. All right, so then just go to my website. Oh, why is that? Maybe because it's a link and they don't want me to sell things, possibly. That could be it. All right, guys, so just go to my website. I'll send it to you. Oops. Okay. Let me know if you can see that. Can you guys see that? Sorry, just 1 second. What the hell? Okay. Creepy things happening in my house. No problem at all. I wonder why you guys can't see my chat. Huh. Normally you guys can see what I write. Hey guys, good. Hello everybody who's just joined, by the way. So good to see you. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So I'm just going to tell you guys, oh, this is actually really good. They just updated the list. Let me see what this is. Boop. That's weird. Okay, well, for those of you who are interested in the cards, you can just go to my website. I think it's in my bio, and then there's products, and then you can click there and it will take you. So just for today, they're $26, guys. So if you're interested in them, go grab them. I'm going to put the price back up after today, but I just wanted to give you guys a discount. If you want them, of course, no pressure, but I just thought I'd put it out there. All right, guys. So how we doing? Now, I've got S, Lonnie, Darcy, Mimi, and Siji. Thank you so much, guys. I also, I noticed that they changed the layout of Insight Timer, which is great. So I can see the things up there, so I shouldn't miss anybody this time. I think this has probably been an issue in the past with other readers. All right, guys. So as you know, hello, welcome. For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Jacqueline. I have been MIA because I've been super busy, but I'm back. And essentially how my readings work are very simple. So I'm going to start off with a group reading so everybody gets a reading. And then, of course, I have some donations already. So I'm going to go through the list. You get a longer reading, essentially, if you give a donation. If you don't, but if it's not too long, I will try to get to everybody. But you're not here by accident. Oftentimes what ends up happening is if I'm reading for somebody else, oftentimes what I'm reading for will resonate with you as well. Also, just hang out because this is a great community. Everybody's amazing here and everybody supports each other, and there's just so much love and support in this wonderful community, which I love you guys for that. So let's begin. I'm just checking if I missed anything. Hey Anna, Jamie, Lonnie, so good to see you guys. I feel like it's like a longtime friend that I haven't seen for a while. It's been crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna focus. You guys know me, I get excited and then I just start rambling. Zen mode. Okay. Give me a second. To do my little circle because I didn't have time to do it before the live. I know I shouldn't say that anymore. I should say I have all the time in the world. I have so much time. Did anyone believe that? Because I didn't. Okay, let's see what's coming up, guys. Ooh, so I hope you're all been doing well. I do know there's a new moon coming up on the 24th. So a thing that I've heard, essentially, first and foremost, about this new moon, by the way, most new moons we do manifestation rituals, but for this one, apparently, it's not a good one to do it because it's in retrograde. So what I've heard, and I created a meditation on my YouTube channel, it's a new moon meditation to help you heal the inner child because it has to do with Leo, and Leo has something to do with the inner child. So this is actually a really good time to do inner child work. So I just created it this morning. I posted it today. So go and check it out if you want. It'll be posted tomorrow. Okay. I feel like I haven't done this in a long time, you guys. I feel like I'm rusty. I've been doing lives for other things, like TikTok lives, by the way, as a side gig. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. It's a whole other ball game. Okay, focus, woman. Focus. Okie doke, guys. So immediately we got balance. I don't know if you guys have been feeling this lately, but I have definitely been feeling yesterday more than any other time. Today was a little bit better, but I felt intense energies. Now, not everybody's going to feel this. Remember, depending on your chart, depending on other things, but some of us are feeling it more than others. Most people feel this around a full moon, but for some reason, this new moon has like slapped me over the face. And not in a bad way. I think it's just shaking things up. It's just making things a little bit intense. So I'm going to turn on the AC because I'm already hot and I heat up when I do readings. So I want to be able to focus when I do things and not fidget every 2 minutes. Okay, that's better. Is the cup size this one? Yeah, she's good. I always do big. Silverback, nice to meet you. Hi. From Dublin, Ireland. Oh, I love it. That was the worst Irish accent ever, by the way. I apologize. So guys, essentially what's happening right now, again, is the energies are shifting. The energies are intense. So again, it's required of balance. So what does that mean to you, balance, right? So for me, one of the things that has come up, for instance, like I did not, for instance, like too much work, right? Which I love working, but what ends up happening is like, for instance, yesterday I worked from 7 a.m. until 11:30 p.m. I did not stop. So when my husband came into the room, I ended up kind of getting a little bit snappy happy. I was a little bit short, okay? And that to me is a sign of unbalance, right? Because I'm not prioritizing certain things. And because I'm not prioritizing certain things, what ends up happening is that the people closest to me now are suffering because I become a biatch, okay? She's a very fun biatch though, because I can be funny and bitchy at the same time, but whatever. Anyway, but I apologized to my husband immediately. And of course, I told him, I was like, I'm so sorry. I just have no energy left, but that is not his fault. That is my fault for not managing my time, for not being self-aware enough, and for trying to pack too much in. So this is essentially a time to reprioritize, okay? So when things are in balance, we need to reprioritize. Yeah, man, so we're back. This is like the family, this chat room. These guys are so supportive. I've got each other's back. I love you guys so much, by the way. I missed you so much. I honestly, I kept on thinking how much I miss doing my lives. So I'm gonna try and reprioritize my time so I have more energy and time for you. And I turned down an extra job that came offered. They offered me some good money, but at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? My time is more precious right now. So the next one is peace. I think this reading is for me than most of you guys. So peace essentially is what we need to call in, especially when things are unbalanced. I had this incredible, oftentimes when I do my meditations, I get essentially guidance or information on the right message at the right time. And one of the things that came up very, very strongly when things are chaotic is being present. Now, what is it? It was like the past is history, the future is a mystery, but the present is a gift. And what I've learned from that saying, essentially, it's like when you're thinking about the past, it's past. You can't do anything about it. If you're thinking about the future, it gives you anxiety, and of course, it puts more stress on you than is necessary. So the only time that we can truly make the changes happen is in the present, because that is where we have our power. And also, everything is always in the present moment, right? So bringing peace in the present moment, and this is something that I'm starting right now, right? Because I've been so busy, sometimes I've skipped my meditation practices, which is not good for anyone, me or other people around me. Or because I'm teaching so many classes now that I'm just like, oh my God, I'm teaching anyway, but I'm not really taking time for my classes. So again, prioritizing the things that bring me peace, that allow me to be my best. And guys, it's a learning curve, right? We all have our ups and downs, and especially when changes happen, there is a time of adjusting, okay? So we got to give ourselves some grace here as well, right? And then study has come up, you guys. So I don't know if some of you are wanting to expand study. This could definitely mean that. But it could also mean like spiritual study in the sense of, like I said, learning new skills, learning new practices, changing. Yes, life is an internal lesson. Absolutely, my friend. But changing, like being open at this time, especially when things are chaotic, is like if things are not working, then we have to learn new skills to adapt. Then we have to learn new ways of thinking, of being. So this is obviously something that we have to start implementing. And for some of you, this could literally, by the way, mean learning something to evolve with your business, with your whatever. Okay, so there's a lot of growth happening at the moment, as well as a lot of chaos, which I always feel like kind of like the two go in hand sometimes. Yeah, so hopefully that resonated, you guys, and I'm so excited. Oh, by the way, I forgot to open my own deck. I'm gonna show it off, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be salesy, but I am so proud of this. I worked so hard for this deck. And I'm just so excited. I have no idea what I'm going to do from now on, because I've got so many. I have about 1,000 copies of these now, so I better sell them. I am on deck. Thank you. Aye, aye, Captain. Okay, so let's begin our readings, guys. So S, you are first. My dear friend, it's so good to see you. I'm so excited to have you guys. So please let me know what's going on. What would you like to know? We started a new business. See, I told you guys. And wanting and waiting on necessary permits to launch. Oh, those are fun. Could you shed some light on how soon we will be able to get them and launch the business? Okay, well, let's see what wants to come up. So give me a second. I'm just going to open up my energies to you. These two won't come out. Okay, let's see what comes up. Silver is me timbers. My favorite, honestly, my favorite character ever is, of course, Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, he's like epic in that. Ooh, we like this. You got some prosperity coming in. Oh, fuck. Okay. Here we go again. Okay. Now, I don't get timing right now. I'm going to ask more cards for timing, because this is more about what's happening. They want to tell you things about it. But let's see more for timing. Jeez Louise. They're excited today, you guys. They missed you too, the cards, I feel. Okay, so I need time. You're actually getting like a full-on reading here, S. Like a reading on the next step, please. Live's telling me confusion in order. Oh, amazing, Amelia. Thank you so much for messaging. So essentially right now I have a list of people who have given a donation. So once I get through the donations, if you hang around, I would love to answer your question, my friend. What? What? Okay. Give me a second. Like, what? Okay, so 8 is the number that came up, so I don't know what that means, okay? I wish I was better with timing, but I feel like it could be 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 something, okay? I also heard the word spring in my head, so I don't know what that means either, but I'm just passing on because I'm not the best with specific times, but there is a message here for you, my friend, okay? So one of the things that they really want you to know, so just keep that in mind, that's what I see. And by the way, the color green is excellent. Okay, color green, I'm seeing a lot of prosperity and abundance with this venture, okay? So I do see a lot of fortune coming in. Now, a few things that they really want you to know about this is, number one, you have clairvoyance abilities, S. Essentially, what's going to happen is you're going to start receiving some downloads, okay? So they want you to really start paying attention to it. Essentially, your intuition, your intuitive gut. Don't allow rush, like because with business, sometimes what happens, especially when we start something new, I'm talking so fast, we get very excited, right? example with my cards, I got excited, I sent it to the factory, and then guess why there was all those spelling mistakes? Because I didn't really take the time. They're not, by the way, these ones don't have spelling mistakes. The samples did. But the problem was I didn't really take the time and the patience, because of course we want things now, right? So they're saying you got to trust your gut, and you got to really listen to your intuition, even if it's sometimes not the thing that you want to do necessarily, but you know it's the right thing to do. Now, you got the prosperity card, which is amazing. So I do see money coming in with this. I do see fortune coming in. It is definitely very, very good, as long as you listen, as long as you follow. I do feel like, honestly, you're still going to get abundance through, but with listening, it's going to be obviously like amplified, right? And then you know what to do, right? Excuse me. So I feel like this is something that obviously you build, it seems like you've been building up for quite some time. And again, I'm just receiving that you know exactly what steps to make, what to do next, how to get there. So everything is kind of like in perfect alignment for you. The other thing that they want you to do is to ask for spiritual help, of course, along the way, right? So ask your angels. With this one, I'm hearing especially like the unemployed angels. So hire unemployed angels to help you with things. So you just close your eyes and you say, I'm hiring the unemployed angels to help me with. And I give you full permission. So this is something that I should be using more with my business, but I guess I have. I just do it more subconsciously. So you want them to basically help you, to guide you, to give you that inspiring, to give you those downloads if you like. And then the other thing is very important here. If you believe, you are ready. Okay? So remember to believe in yourself and that you are ready. But you have to believe in yourself, okay? You have to. And there's going to be, of course, challenges with any business, you guys. When you start, that is literally what business is problem solving along the way. You get to one block, oh fuck, I got to do this. Okay, done. Then you get to another step. Okay, now I got to learn this. All right, figure it out. Then you get to another one. All right, now what? Okay. So it's constant problem solving, which can get stressful. And this is why a lot of people also like just quit. Okay. So the people who usually succeed or who usually last, either they're very, very lucky, they know exactly what to do, or they're just very stubborn. No, don't eat that. I'm fostering 2 guinea pigs. I don't know if you guys have ever had guinea pigs, but they like shit a lot. Hey! No, that is not food. Stop it. Let it go. Sorry. They're adorable though. Okay, so does that make sense, S? Is that helping you? But I got the number 8. I will take it as a yes. Why can't you guys see my messages, by the way? That's very rude. What if I do this? Oh. Thank you so much for the message, Mel. So right now I've got a list of people who've given donations. So essentially I'm just going through the list first, and then I will take any questions. Yes, fingers crossed for 8 days. Thank you very much. Well, maybe it's 8 days. That could also be it. You let me know, by the way, if hopefully I schedule another live. Let's see how my schedule goes. I'll make it happen, guys. I can make it happen. I'm gonna make it work. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's fine. Just having a mental breakdown. Oh, I'm joking. Okay, Lonnie, how are ya? Good to see you. Oh my gosh, what's been happening with you? Oh geez, I'm going through some stress. I don't know if I need an oracle reading or some general advice or both. My son is being super teenagey, and his dad is constantly trying to get him against me. Oh, and it's hard. And it's hard to know what is my son and what is my ex. Then I got this guy at work who I'm talking to, but I just don't know. All my your PTSD keeps messing with me from the past relationships, and I'm just trying to see if I want to be his friend, but it's so hard just figuring all of that out. It feels so complicated, Sai. That's it. It's not that bad. It just feels like a lot sometimes. Well, I mean, Lonnie, as well, especially if you have PTSD, everything is amplified, so most people would feel stressed by that anyway, but when you have the traumas and the issues that you have, everything is like tenfold. So don't put yourself down for that. Just accept the fact that it's okay, but also you don't want to be victim to it either, right? So it's that constant like, okay, this is what I'm going through, but at the same time I don't want to be a victim, so how do I process this? Oh, no worries, S. It's so good to see you too. Thank you for hopping on. So let me close the energies with S, and let me open the energies with you. My cards want to come out and play. Let's see what they want to say. Let's see what they want to say. So, by the way, I had my first bad reading the other day. It was very funny. I had a client, because I was selling my cards, and we were doing like a promotional thing at the Mindery where I teach meditation. And this woman sits down, and like, you guys know me, like I don't do anything superficial really. And I gave her this reading that was like, she didn't want to tell me what it was, which is fine, but I gave her this reading that was very deep. And at the end I said, does that resonate? She was like, no, I just wanted to know if I should get my facelift or not. And I was like, I think you should. I was like, do whatever you want, man. I was like, why do you have to go to a psychic to ask for your facelift? I'm like, girl, if it makes you feel good, go for it. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, don't go to a psychic to ask if you want to get a facelift. Just go and do it. I know. It was one of those but I felt so bad because I gave her like this like epic thing, and then she was like, I just wanted to know if the facelift was okay. Like, I was like, well, typical Malibu. I'm like, yeah, go for it. Do you, boo? I was like, oh. Okay. So, just in general, I didn't get anything specific. Ooh, okay, there you go. Now I did. Never mind. All right, so you got cosmic angels, exist beyond the constraint of this world, and when they incarnate into human form, they often struggle to fit in, feeling like outsiders in a foreign place. However, they remind you to embrace yourself fully, even if you feel different from those around you. Your uniqueness is your strength. The more you free yourself from the limitations of human expectations, the more you will thrive. Trust in your cosmic nature and let your light shine without fear. So Lonnie, what I'm getting here essentially, this is actually to do with your husband and a little bit also about you personally. Your ex, sorry. So whatever is going on with your son or whatever, I feel like sometimes it's because you feel like you gotta do things a certain way. This is how a mom should be, or this is how parenting should go, or this is the right thing to say or not. And I think a little bit of this is like, listen, the reality is that all of us are really not normal. Most of us who are especially here on this live. So I feel like, I think there's a part of you that needs to start honoring a little bit more who you are and where you're at, without trying to people please or without trying to necessarily do the right thing for everybody else, but more to figure out what is that for you, because by doing what is right for you, obviously it's going to be right for him. Oh, thank you, Trisha. Thank you so much, my love. Welcome. So right now I'm just going through the list of people who have given donations. But if you hang around until the end, oh my God, I can't speak. I'd be more than happy to give you a reading, my love. So there's something about here, there's something about here about you owning your power, owning yourself. And that also amplifies your PTSD, by the way, because it's like feeling foreign, right? You feel like you don't belong. You feel like everything is too much. Like there's a part of you that just basically obviously doesn't feel safe. And so when we can't be ourselves, that's obviously an amplification of that, right? If I can't be myself because I don't feel safe to be myself. I don't feel safe to express myself. I don't feel safe to be in my own body, be in my own thoughts, be in my own emotions. So I want you to start trying to begin to see yourself, these things that you have, as a gift. And I know it's easier said than done, but this is something that, for instance, like, you know, for me personally, like, I had such a hard time with my spirituality for a very long time. And then now, even still sometimes now, to be quite honest, because it's like, I'm worried it's going to affect my acting career. I'm worried it's going to do this and that, but I'm still going ahead and doing it. And the more I do it, the more positive things I get back, to be quite honest. So for me, that is the proof that whatever I'm doing the right thing. So for you, when I'm sharing this is because I think for you it's good to start looking at the proof, right? The more you start pulling back and hiding and all this sort of stuff, you might find that the more stress you feel, the more anxious you feel, the more things are just weighing on you and everything is just a lot more difficult, as opposed to trying to do something a little bit more outside the box. This doesn't mean be loud, be crazy, no, it just means being true to how you feel, being true to your boundaries, being true to what you want to do in that moment, if that makes any sense. Now, I got the elemental warriors coming up as well. So these ones essentially are calling you to stand strong in your beliefs and fight for what is right. This is the time to be courageous, to defend those who cannot defend themselves, and to honor your connection to Mother. Isn't this interesting? How you're a mother and the son and protecting those who cannot. So you see how this is all about really you and your son. And of course the animals, but that's not necessary to you. Open your eyes to the truth, even when it is difficult to see. Let compassion and justice guide your action and use your voice to bring positive changes to the world. So I think this is very clear. I mean, unfortunately, what I'm getting here is that something needs to change in this situation, because obviously what's going on isn't working, right? And you're getting the brunt of it. Not just you, obviously, but probably your son. So if your ex is doing things behind the scenes and is making you out to be this bad person, it's influencing him, it's influencing you, it's just having this bad ripple effect. So there's a bit of a need to, number one, see the truth for what it is and not lie to yourself, in the sense of, we do that a lot because we don't want to oftentimes see the truth. We rather just go, fuck it, I don't want to deal with it. It's just too much, right? I had this happen yesterday, which is funny because the minute I did it, it changed the manifestation. So oftentimes this is what happens energetically. So somebody owed me money and I was like, you know what, maybe I should just let it go. It's only like $300 and blah, blah, blah in the story. And then I was like thinking about it later and I was like, I'm going to be pissed off in like a month if I don't say anything. So I ended up messaging them, and very nice message. I wasn't being rude, but I addressed the problem immediately, you know, and then they paid me that day, by the way, and they apologized and all this sort of stuff. But again, if I didn't do anything, if I didn't say anything, and obviously you say it with the right intention, the right way, oftentimes you end up winning. Not always, but oftentimes, you know, there was no anger, there was no viciousness. I was being but I said, hey, like, you guys owe me money. I don't know what's going on. Are you busy? Like, can you just let me in? Because I haven't heard from you and I'm kind of like left in the loop here. And then they ended up offering me another job on top of that. So just to give you an example of how, like, imagine if I got pissed off, like, you owe me money and fuck you and this and that. And of course, then, you know, that doesn't go well. I would have gotten the money, but then I wouldn't have gotten more work. So even in our day-to-day relationships, it's very hard, but these are things like ways of communicating is very important. So I feel like what this is saying is there's a part of you that needs to start speaking up and standing up for yourself, but it doesn't have to be a confrontational thing. It doesn't have to be a scary thing. So how can you voice what you're feeling and what the situation is without amplifying the chaos, if that makes any sense? I hope this is making sense. For instance, like with my husband last night. Yeah, okay, good. Like, I could have gone, well, you didn't fucking this and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, look, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I'm just burnt out. This is what's going on. You didn't do anything wrong, but I'm feeling this way. And I would love it if you could just see it sometimes and just know it's not personal. Calmed him down in 2 seconds. All good, you know, but I could have gone the other way. So just remember, you have also the power on how to interact in these situations. Again, it's not easy. It takes practice, but you can do it. The next thing that came up, okay, this is more to do with your anxiety and stuff. The star modes are asking you to slow down and reset your nervous system, okay? You may be experiencing intense emotions that are preventing you from feeling grounded. Now is the time to nurture yourself and protect your energy. Now is the time, with your energy. Pause, meditate, and listen. Deep down, you already know what you need. Trust yourself and allow the healing to flow. Okay, so this again, I think it's all compacted with what is going on right now. So again, if your nervous system is shot, which I understand you've got all of these problems, which is, of course, you're constantly shot, right? But there are practices that, of course, I'm sure you're already doing, but there are like you can maybe channel them specifically for that day for something that's going on. You know you're going to face something challenging. So prepping yourself, continuing the practices, and try to do your best to relax your nervous system as best as you can. Then you can tackle these things. But of course, if your system, you know, of course, there's different levels, right? So if you're up here, that's not the day to go and have that conversation. It's obviously on the day where you are aware that, okay, today I'm feeling good, I'm in a good headspace, I'm aware today's the day to do something about it. So it gives you also time to prep. And the other thing I heard is like slow down, because I feel like there's a little bit of urgency that I'm feeling with you right now, and there's no urgency. Even with this person, which by the way, this card came up, which is interesting. So the marriage card came up, so there is a possibility of romance for sure. But again, we're like, do I not? Do I do this? Do I do that? Sometimes you don't need to do anything. Sometimes things just work themselves out. You know what I mean? Or they don't. And I find that with relationships, we always feel this pressure. It's like, if I don't grab him now, they're not going to go. Like, if it's meant to be, it's just going to flow. It's just going to be easy. It's just going to happen. Like I said, with my husband, I was friends for 3 years. Talk about patience before we got married, before we started dating, right? Because it was right. And honestly, if we would have started dating before then, it wouldn't have worked out. So sometimes when we push things or pressure things, we can actually make it worse. So if this person's interested, honestly, it's going to be one of those things like, hey, do you want to go and catch this film this weekend? I'm like, yeah, of course. And it takes pressure off of you as well, because then you have this pressure. It's like, am I on a date? Are we just hanging out? And if you just let it fucking flow, you will know over time what it's going to be, right? So that's the one thing that I'm hearing. So it's just like, remember to call in that light. Remember to ask the angels to help you, and don't put this much pressure on yourself. If it's meant to be, it'll work out. You will know. They will ask you out, or you can offer them out if something comes up, right? If it's the perfect timing. But don't try to look for something either. I always feel like it's like, oh, I've got this ticket to go this thing, and I have no one else to go. It's like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Do you want to go with me? But when you take the pressure off, also the other persons feel more comfortable, and then you can really be yourselves. So that is so important, because with my husband, I did not know that he was interested in me at all. That's why it worked, because if I thought he was interested in me, my energy to him would have been very different. Eventually I figured it out, and then I was like in a place where I was like, maybe. And then of course we got married, so end of story. So Lonnie, does that help you? Okay. So definitely, go slow, my friend, especially because you got PTSD. I mean, I had a panic disorder. I know exactly and you put so much pressure on yourself because it's part of it, because you're feeling pressure all the time. And your job is to alleviate that pressure so that you can function as best as you can, because this world's fucked. It's just a lot. You know what I mean? So you got this, girl. All right. Sending you love. Best of luck. Keep me posted, by the way. I'd love to hear what this guy is, what's happening there. Darcy, hi. What's up? How you doing? I'm curious about my career path and if there is more for me on the horizon than working in the school system. Ooh, sorry. I hated school. I mean, I hate waitressing more, actually. I'd rather go to school. I love helping kids. Amazing. We love souls like you, because I would not have the patience. But can't shake the feeling that something is missing, or there is something more out there for me. Amazing, Darcy. So let's just have a look. I'm going to close the energies with Lonnie and open up the energies with you. So I will tell you something, Darcy, immediately. The fact that you feel something is because that feeling is trying to tell you something. Oftentimes, Teal Swan said this, which I love. It's just like your emotions are like a compass, right? It's telling you something's off. So I do recommend that you listen to that. She's back. Okay, maybe that one got too many cards fell out. I know, guys. I feel so bad. I haven't been back. It sucks. Me too, Teresa. Yes, I love her. I know she's gotten a lot of bad rep lately, but I've been to her. She's been basically accused of, leading a cult, but I don't know, man. Like, maybe, I don't know. I like her. I love her stuff. I love her teachings. I think she's doing something right. And I went to a couple of her live events, and if it was a cult, they'd want you to join, really. So nobody asked me to join. Sadly enough, I would have joined that cult. I've actually, a couple of times, people would try to get me to join cults, by the way. I'm smart enough to go, no. You can't own me. I own myself. I'm in my own cult. Nicola! Hi! No, you're not, Sharon. So right now I'm doing Darcy, I've got Mimi and then CG. And then if you want to lock it in, let me know. If not, just hang around if you want a free one. We'll get through. Okay, my friend. Interesting. So Darcy. Brilliant new ideas and inspirations. Seeing the truth of a situation. A challenging beginning. So, yes, there is more to you. There is something else there, for sure. That's the reason why you've been feeling this, okay? It just makes complete sense. If you were fulfilled in your job, you wouldn't have a desire for anything else. There wouldn't be this calling that's happening for you. Now, you are seeing the truth. However, it's not going to be easy, okay? It's a process because what I'm hearing here as well is that you kind of followed like the path, right? You was like, all right, I went to school and then I became a teacher and then I went and taught, right? So you're in that, like, this is the right thing to do. But from here, there are so many more options, okay? So this might mean maybe you keep teaching kids, but you could do like a YouTube channel, or you might become a kid's book writer. Like, it doesn't mean that you have to be outside of that realm, but what's happening right now is that you are locked in this realm because that is all you've been told, all you've been taught, all you know. And your heart is saying, yeah, I love this, but there's something else. So it could still be a part of this. And the challenge here is for you to figure out what that is. Now, when we are growing and expanding, when we're trying things, we have to be okay with failure. We have to be okay with trying different things and not succeeding, moving somewhere else and then, oh, that didn't work. Oh, I'm sorry, Nicola. Yeah, you've been having nightmares. Oh, sweetie, it's tough, man. So the challenge here for you, Darcy, is to figure out what that is. And that means it's kind of like the failures are really a blessing, because when something doesn't work out, when you start something and you don't, that's not for me. Oh, I failed. That's where a lot of people go. It's like, no, it's great, because now that's one thing out of the way and now you have 5 more things to try. But if you still have that thing, then you have 6 things and then it just gets too overwhelming, right? So the challenge here, again, just reiterating, is that you have to figure out what that is. And it's not about putting so much pressure on you, running and like changing your life tomorrow and quitting your job and bam, that's it, let's just dive deep. No, it's more about, okay, I know that there's this desire, I know that I want something more. What can I do to start figuring that out? And it's like, okay, maybe it is a book. Start writing a book. No, that's not it. Okay, maybe it is a YouTube channel. Start looking into that. Start researching. Start figuring it out. The Emperor came through as well. So organizing, or I had to do the special face. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. Okay. So what this means essentially is that in order to get the very thing that you want, the change is going to need you to create a strong foundation. What does that mean? Essentially, it's like, how do I create a structure in my daily life? So I get up at this time, I go to work, I teach, I come home, I'm exhausted. All right. Now, how many hours in the day can you start focusing on the thing that you want? How many hours in the day or in the week can you start putting your energy into this thing and start building it? And that's the challenging part again, right? If you're doing a 9 to 5 job, it's tiring, and you come home, unless of course you're somebody full of energy, which is amazing if that is. But I know, because I used to waitress all the time, and then I would try and build my business on the side, and I'm just freaking exhausted. But I did it. I had a structure. I still made time for it. It became a priority. On my days off, that's what I would do. So what is it going to take for you to start putting your energy into this in order to build up what it is that you want? Does that make sense? Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. So what I'm hearing here as well is that you obviously are somebody who very much cares about other people. You're a nurturer, I feel. But it's also important for you to nurture yourself and your desires and your wishes. The same energy that you give to these children, to the people around you, you need to start giving to yourself. Okay? And that's also how it's going to help you to build this. Think of it almost like this thing that you want to start as a child, right? As one of your students. This project, this idea is that this baby that you're growing and that you're nurturing in order for it to become a physical thing. And it's going to take time for you to figure out what that is. But if you put loving energy into it, if you put self-compassion, all of the energy that you put into all of that, into yourself, into this project, that's going to help you also allow it to blossom, and maybe things will come into your life to lead you towards what it is. We also got to be open, right? Because sometimes things come to us, and I always say just follow your passion. What makes you joy? Do you like painting? Do you like writing? Do you like YouTube? I don't know what your thing is, right? Or do you want to start something completely outside of that realm? It doesn't matter what it is. What brings you joy? What is the thing that your passion? Follow your passion. And that's where the answers will be. Do what you love. That's literally the card. Literally, I just said that. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. So it's a time for you to start discovering what that treasure is. What is that thing that you want, right? A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Okay, so again, this could also be, I don't know if you have people around you influencing you and telling you cannot do this, it's too much, don't worry about it, stop listening to everybody else. This is between you and you, okay? And then a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationship, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So I don't know if this means something to do with an actual relationship. Sometimes this can also mean the relationship with this thing that you want to build, okay? So it could have double meaning as well. Could also mean that the relationship with somebody could be connected to this card in the sense of don't listen to them who are telling you can or cannot do this. This is up to you, okay? So, yeah. Really keep away. Now with official cyber police, I'm done with relationships. Nicola. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. Yeah, relationships are tough. Relationships can be tough. They're one of the greatest lessons that we have here. So that's for sure. Okay, so Darcy, did that help you? Thank you so much. I'm taking Reiki training and excited to see where that goes. Ah, there it is. You see, you're into spirituality. So again, you could take this, for instance, let's just say that you do become a Reiki master, and then you could focus a practice on Reiki on children or on teenagers, since you already have the connections. I don't think it's ever a coincidence that we end up in one job and then we attract it to another. Most people could go, these two don't have anything to do with each other. You'd be surprised. I'm an actor and I'm a spiritual person, and these two mesh perfectly. And it's helping me create a business and all this sort of stuff. And of course, me being in front of a camera, it's easy for me to do that. Not my first live. For those of you who were my first live, I was shitting my pants. I had never done a live before. I was like, what do I say? But now, obviously, my confidence has built up, So something for you to think about if that's what you want. But again, you can go completely goodbye and I'm going this way. But maybe there's something connected between the two. Okay? Hi, friends. Just showed up. Hope didn't miss much. Hey, Michelle, my bell. I love that. Welcome. You are so welcome here. So I'm just going through people who have given donations, just reminding people. And if you want to lock in, guys, let me know. You're more than welcome to give a little donation, and then you get a little bit of a longer reading. If not, just hang around, and I'll take questions at the end. All right, Mimi. Mimi. How you doing, girl? It's been a minute, you guys. I feel like I'm hanging out with my old crew. Oh, Catherine! Good to see you. Oh my gosh, you guys. How it doing, everybody? I know it's been forever. I'm going to try and schedule these more often. I know it's been crazy, but I'm terrified now that I'm going to accidentally miss it and then I get like banned for 3 months, which is fair enough. You know, like I think the first time it was a real mistake. The second time the second time was the other one. And apparently if you schedule a live and then you don't show up 3 times, they basically like cut you out for like 3 months. So I'm like terrified of like scheduling ahead now because I might like, so I try to do it like 2 days before now because I wish they just let me do it on the spot though, or on the day, but it doesn't work like that. And it's fair enough. It's my bad. I get distracted. I have too many things going on, but that's okay. Okay, Mimi, what's your question, my love? I'm assuming you're still typing. But what's been going on with you guys? Like I said, my Oracle deck is here. So guys, if you're interested, just today, I am giving you guys the deck for $26. It's in the chat. Oh, okay, I don't see it, my love. Sorry. I'm gonna go back. I don't see it, Mimi. I'm so sorry. It didn't come through. Do you mind sending it again? Before Catherine. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can go all the way back. Yeah, sometimes, no, I can't see it, my love. I'm so sorry. You're going to have to, can you copy and paste it? What are you doing? Stop destroying things, please. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I can't go back after a certain amount, so it won't let me go back. Oh, what's the name of it? Yes, so it's called the Realms Oracle Cards. So if you guys, I tried to put the link here. I'm going to try again, but for some reason it didn't go through. I don't know if you guys can see it. But just for today, guys, $26, free shipping if you're interested. That's the Oracle deck. And then they go up back to $44. I eventually will try and give you guys more discounts, of course, if I come back again. But if you're interested today, go get it. They're fun. And by the way, I designed these so that you can give yourself readings, because I find that a lot of times with Oracle decks and stuff, you can give yourself a reading, but these really tell a story and they're designed to make it very easy for you to read for yourself. So you don't have to go and seek a reader for it anymore, you know? It just makes it a lot easier. I'm going to turn off the AC. There we go. Okay. Here we go. I can see it now, Mimi. Thank you so much. Sorry. I feel a lot of what I've been working on is coming together, that the universe is giving me some answers at the moment. Okay? So do you want just reassurance basically on that, like confirmation or guidance around that? Okay, let's see what comes up. just taking a minute. Okay. Taking their time. Maybe it's not the right cards, so I'll give it a couple more minutes. Sometimes if they don't fall out, it means the cards are not right. But I know these ones wanted to come forth. Anything else that we need to know? There we go. Woo! You got 3 major arcanas, man. Itchy face. All right. So it's interesting enough, the first card that you got is missing an opportunity, disappointment, or boredom. Open your eyes to possibilities. Now, I feel like this is more to do with your past than anything else, or sometimes when you get down. It's kind of like the emotions that you feel at that time and feel like, oh, it's too late, or I didn't try enough, or I missed the opportunity kind of feeling, you know what I mean? Like the boat has sailed and it's too late kind of thing. So I don't know if they're trying to make you aware of essentially like that's the shadow that's holding you back. That's the frequency essentially that I'm hearing, that is like the thing that slows down the process whenever. Because we all have that, by the way, Mimi. We all have that doubt that, like, even now that I got my cards out, like, sometimes I have these negative thoughts and I'm just catching them. I'm like, listen, you're at the next phase now, and this is a whole other mountain you got to climb, okay? So you've done this before. It is what it is. Just fucking get going, you know? But if I start feeding those emotions, which is completely normal, then it slows down the process for me to get up that mountain. It's like you have a 20-pound backpack as opposed to just like a 10-pound backpack, which is always going to be a bit of a weight. So it's almost like you're more focused on the lack than the opportunity. Or this energy, essentially, that's what it does to you, okay? So they want you to be aware of that, because that is the shadow, that is the anchor on the boat that is slowing down the sails, okay? But you got 3 major arcanas, so give me a sec. Definitely epic changes here. So you got the Sun, which we love. This is a great card to get, okay? Happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself, Mimi. Okay, so again, this is just, they want you to be aware that this is just the shadow, the thing that holds you back. It doesn't mean that that's where you're at, but when it shows up, that's the thing that slows you down. Now, this is where you're going, though. Okay, so I feel like even though this is the shadow aspect, there is a part of you now that is a lot more positive, that is a lot more clear, that is rising, hopefully, above these kind of things, right, that get in the way. And essentially what it comes down to is just really starting to believe in yourself, and almost like Delulu. Like, I don't care if I get the evidence or not. It's like, I really know that I'm capable of this regardless of the evidence around me. That's the Lululand. But I'm telling you, that will give you a boost of energy, and it will actually make the manifestations also happen a lot faster, because then later the evidence will show up. Now, interesting enough, you got the Lovers. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. But I don't know if this is like, this is more, I feel like, the relationship with yourself. The relationship with yourself is changing. The relationship with how you perceive yourself, how you interact with yourself has to change in order for these things to change, right? And this is why the universe is giving you answers, because you are starting to make the internal changes. Again, the relationship with yourself, which essentially changes your relationship outside. So, so the other thing I'm getting as well is like heart healing. I don't know why I'm getting this, but there's like, you need to heal a little bit of your heart chakra. I feel like it's something to do with manifesting as well. So like, the more you heal your heart chakra, the more your energy expands. So the more you become an attractor, if that makes sense. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but that's what's coming up. And balance. We love balance, don't we? The need for balance and moderation. Cooperate and compromise. Wait for the perfect timing, okay? So, I've never gotten this card before, by the way. It's really pretty. So I'm seeing like a lavender energy here. So it's like when things start showing up, sometimes we get really excited, like I said before with S, and we get excited and then we just jump head first, and it's like balance is necessary. Yes, have the excitement, but also step back sometimes. Like trust that everything, when you know something's going to work out, you don't need to rush. When you know things are on their way, you don't need to force it because it's there. So moderation, a little bit more balance. I don't know what that means for you. Okay, you know what that means for you, Mimi. But just be aware of that, like the things that throw you off balance. Again, it could be this, or it could be whatever. But these are the key ingredients essentially that you need in order to make this thing flourish fully. And you got, like, seriously, you got 3 major arcanas. So look at that. So if you want confirmation, that is definitely mega confirmation, 5. Yeah. So I also get like change, unity, and ending of something as well. Very interesting. I'm trying to see if there's anything. I'm not getting anything else. Do you have any more questions? Did that help? I don't know if that helped, but that's what came up. If you have any more questions, please feel free. You're right. I have been doing some work in the heart chakra. Yes, I am feeling just like that. No rush. Yes. So whatever it is, I felt like there needs to be some healing here in the relationship with yourself. Not sure what that means, but I feel like just keep doing that, because I feel like it's almost like something's cracking open finally. Like there's a shell and like that light needs to like come out. I feel like it is going to happen. Trust more. Yes. So here's the thing. Here's a little trick, guys, that I've learned, and I really started applying this. It's like with the law of attraction, one of the biggest things, number one, is gratitude. Okay. Very important to use gratitude. And then, so essentially gratitude is the frequency of abundance, okay? Because it's like, I already have this. And then the second thing is, if you already have it, you don't need to rush. Like if you knew 110% that this thing was going to happen, you're not holding on to something, or you're not trying to like get anything. It's like, I already have it. You relax into it. You step back and go, sweet, it's going to come when it's going to come. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. And so if we start wanting, or trying, then that's basically what ends up happening. It's like we actually can push it away, because it's like that needy energy subconsciously comes up. So that's basically what's coming up. So you just step by step moving forward, you know what's going to happen. And in the process of doing this, bring in the gratitude so it amplifies everything, especially in the heart. Hey, Anthony. Are you asking Lornie or are you asking me, Anthony, by the way? Sorry, you said Lornie, but I don't know if you know Lornie. You might know her. Whew. Good. I'm happy, Mimi. By the way, your readings for me have always been on point. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mimi. Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. So grateful to have you guys. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for all of you. For all of you for showing up, for hanging out. You know how much I appreciate this time. I promise you I'm going to try and make more time for this. It's just been insane, my schedule. I'm still trying to finish my book. So it's all coming. But yeah, thank you. Cool. So then we got the last person, the one and the only CG. She needs the final introduction to be epic. Boom. Okay. I need some guidance on where I'm meant to offer my teachings. Like, is it in person, video, workshop? I'm hoping to have some very specific place to offer my teachings, as opposed to trying to balance offering them all over the place. Smart woman. I don't know if to build a course, host regular classes in person or online. Realistically, I'm a working parent, and I just don't feel the energy of being able to do all over with the offering, and raising my child. like there's this energy of structure and alignment I'm feeling drawn to, but where is the structure and alignment specifically at? Like, is there a place or a platform I'm meant to teach on? I'm being guided to share, but share where? Amazing, CG. Okay, let me give you a second. Let me just close the energies with Mimi. So I think it's great that you are aware of the fact that, like, the fact that you're aware of this to begin with, right? So you know that you have a kid, you know you have limited time, and you know you have to figure out a way to make it work for you. Amazing. You know what you want, right? Now it's like, what platform is it? Is it YouTube? Is it an online course? Is it, and again, all these things are complicated, but the good thing I will say though, if you do it online, for instance, you can make it your own time, right? That does help. Of course, it takes time to build, and of course it takes time to build an audience unless you already have an audience. But that is one of the best parts of doing it online. It's under your time, under your structure. If you teach at places, then you have to drive somewhere, but at the same time, that can also be good too. So, ow, just stab myself in the eye. Okay. Anyway, let's see what the cards say. Ow. Energy from that one. Okay. All right, and just those two cards wanted to come out. Anything else? Okay. Now I need one more card. I feel these cards are popular today, man. Okay, relax. Let's see what comes up. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's see what came up. So first thing is first, they want you to know that this is like, whatever this thing that you want to do, it's got luck on its side. Okay, so you got the mer cherubs, which are basically a sign of new energy, abundance, falling in love, perfectionism, like crafting something with love. Okay. And then the other thing is you got the leprechauns, which we love the leprechauns because the leprechauns mean financial luck. Okay, good luck, good fortune is on your side, good things are happening for you. So to bring you fortune and luck, this is a sign that luck is on your side and opportunities are opening up for you. Follow the rainbow, trust the journey, and take inspired action towards your dream. The pot of gold awaits. But it's up to you to manifest it. Stay positive, believe in your magic, and let the energy of abundance flow into your life, okay? So this thing that you're doing, it's going to bring, it's good. It's in alignment with who you are, with what you want. It's there. Like you said, though, you got to figure out, how am I going to get there? What is the thing? So one of the things that I got is nature signs, okay? Again, I got signs. And you see butterflies, transformation, and there's also like a river flowing, right? So CG, what I'm really hearing here very strongly, it's not so much about like, okay, let me rephrase this. Don't stress yourself up about it because you're gonna figure it out. It's gonna come to you, okay? But again, it's that energy that I was talking about with Mimi. It's like, but where is it? Why isn't it here? I've got all these ideas and then why isn't, why haven't I figured it out? Like, All right, universe, show me. What is it? I trust 100% that it's going to happen, but you need to give me clear signs as to where I need to go. And then it's going to kind of like show itself up to you. I think you already kind of know that it's going to be online. I think you already have a feeling that that's possible, okay? But you got to be open as well, because you never know. Another opportunity could come up, right? Something else could present itself. And if you're too stubborn or too locked in one version of a thing, you might miss out on an opportunity. Now, the other thing I got here is 5 of Fire. So competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. And I feel like this is like the ideas, all of the options that you're weighing, right? You've got all of these options. These are all the things in your head. It's like, but it could be this one, 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 right? So again, I'm hearing this like too much, too chaos, too much expectation, too much pressure. I have to get it right. I can't fuck it up. There's no way, you know, if I go down the wrong road, oh my God, that's it. You know, no, it's okay. If you go down the wrong road, you know, it's the wrong road, and then you're just going to change the road. You're going to throw away one of these sticks, and then you've got 4 more options as opposed to 5. So knowing now 100% that this is going to work out for you, knowing that it is in alignment with your truth, just trust the path. If something's not going to work out, you're going to get roadblocks, but not the roadblocks that are just like little humps that we have to overcome in business. It's like real roadblocks where you're like, this is not fucking working out. Like, I'm not feeling it. My time has been taking too much. I don't have time for my son. Obviously, it's not in alignment with my desire, so I'm going to have to let this go and try something else. And we also sometimes, guys, want answers immediately, and we want things to work out the first time. Part of building, again, these businesses and stuff is trial and error a lot of the times. But I do see fortune. I do see success in it. It's just a matter of figuring that out. Then you got 2 major arcanas. The end of a phase or a situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. Listen to your intuition, have patience, and consider carefully what you want before acting. So, essentially what I'm hearing here is like, now that we know that there's all this pressure, all this chaos happening, this like energy is like, come on, patience, okay? It's going to work out. I know 100% it's going to work out. So what they're saying here is, you need to cut out some of these things that are in the way that you are weighing as options, but they're not going to work out for you. There are some things that you probably want because it might be more convenient, or it might be a little bit easier, or it might get you more money quicker, but they don't align with what you want. So I think if I were you, I would make a list of my priorities, okay? Spending time with my child, number 1. I will not compromise on this. I want to work from home. Another one, right? So you go down the list of all the things that you will not compromise on, that these are the non-negotiables, okay? Once you do that, you can look at all the options that you have, and very quickly you're going to be able to cut the ones out that you know are not in alignment with this. Then from there, you can build more on that list, and then you very quickly will know which one is the best one for you, and then you just start walking on the path. But you have to put your desires and your priorities first in order to be able to select it, because oftentimes what ends up happening is that we have a lot of fear. And the fear is like, what if I choose this, but I was meant to go there? But that doesn't align with what you want, so there's no point of wanting that anyway. What is meant for you will work out. And then you can put all of your focus and energy into it, but you have to know it aligns with what you truly want in here. Does that make sense, CG? Yes. I'm so proud of myself, you guys. I've been drinking more water. I've also been working out a lot more than usual, so yeah, that makes sense. The trial and error, yes, and thank you for the suggestion of priority list. That's a great idea. Amazing, CG. So do you have any more questions, or do you feel like you got the answers that you are seeking? I'm being dramatic now, but anyway. She's being dramatic. I forget you guys are watching me. I'm being silly. I'm like, Bliss! Oh my gosh, such a great name. No, I think that's it. Thank you, and good to see you. It's good to see you too, CJ. Oh my God, it's so exciting. All right, you guys. So, welcome to everybody, by the way, who's just popped in. I see all your little bubbles, all your little faces. I'm, what are we, in an hour? What time is it? Let me just check quickly. 4:15. Cool, got plenty of time. Hey, Ryan, good to see ya. Oh, hi, guys. So if anybody has a question, Bubble Faceland. Thank you, Sandy. I love it. You guys, yeah, you're just little bubbles, just bubbles floating up there. So cute. Bubble Faceland, I love that. So if anybody has a question, if you want a card, feel free to ask. So if it's free, I'm just going to take one card. If you want a full reading, just give a donation. And if not, that's totally fine. Again, guys, if you want to ask me any question at all, even just about my Oracle deck, if you want a question or a card, I see Mary just said yes to a card. Okay. So I remember Trisha asked first, now that she's there. So I'm going to do Trisha, Mary, and then Sharon and Natalie. Okay, so you guys are going to get a much quicker reading. So Trisha, let's see. Do you have a question? DP, thank you so much. So DP just skipped to the top of the line just quickly, guys, but I'll take Trisha first because I'm gonna do a quick one and then I'll do Tippy. Yeah, of course, DP. So I'm just gonna do Trisha first and then I'll get you and then I'll get everybody else, but just because he gave a donation, he just quickly jumped at the top, guys. But I got Trisha, Dippy, Mary, Sharon, Natalie, okay? So I'm just waiting for Trisha to ask a question. You mean August? Oh, yeah, okay. I speak full gibberish, don't worry. Okay, what does August have in store for you? Yeah, please don't ask me about facelift, guys. For those of you who missed the story, I gave this like epic reading this weekend to a lady who sat down and didn't want to tell me what her question was, and I got to learn that. I just got to ask people to just ask me questions, because then of course I'm going to just channel a different energy. And she sat down and all she wanted to know was about her facelift. So I'll never forget that one. I was like, yeah, fucking go and get a facelift. You don't need me to tell you that. Do what you want to do, dude. It's your body. I think she's just worried because she's just worried about making the wrong decision, and I'm like, no. If you feel like it's the right thing for you, you go and do whatever you want to do. Okay, maybe not these cards. Sometimes I think I picked the right deck. Okay, these ones went this way. They were close by. Let's see. Interesting. You got the same card. Missing an opportunity. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Trisha, you got very interesting reading. So you got extremes, right? So you got the card that is missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to possibilities. And then victory, good news is on the way, public recognition and awards. So what essentially I feel like what's going to happen in August for you is very simple. The start of it is possibly going to just not be what you expected. There's going to be things that are happening that essentially are going to make you feel like you've missed out on an opportunity. Something just didn't work out for you. And it's going to actually bring you down a little bit. But what is it? Rejection's protection, right? So whatever happened, don't let it bring you down. Just have the faith, because by the end of that month, essentially what's going to happen is that things will realign and new opportunities are going to come in and something big's going to come through. So even though at the start it probably didn't feel great, or maybe it started with like you thought this thing was going to happen and then it just didn't happen, by the end of it, something better will come through. So don't feel discouraged, or don't allow that frequency to put you down. Just say, rejection's protection. It didn't work out because something better is coming through. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Okay, DP, because you gave a donation, you get a little bit of a longer reading. So DP, what is your question? And then I will do Mary, Sharon, and Natalie. Yeah, you're welcome, Trisha. Yeah, Bliss, rejection's protection. And especially if we don't allow it to bring us down, you keep your energy and your frequency high, which means you're open up to opportunities coming to you much quicker. But it's a hard one. It's a hard one to accept. My gut is saying to pursue something, but I'm doubtful. And just in general, wherever should focus on energy. Okay, so let's just see. I need the story, by the way. It's a little bit more complicated than just a couple of cards. All right, maybe I was making a judgment there. Okay, so I got break free, magic of nature, kindness, brilliant idea, career transition, and spiritual understanding. So I don't know what this thing is that you want to do, that you want to pursue. I thought it was romantic, but I'm seeing it possibly could be a career thing. Whatever it is, just take it or leave it, however it comes through. So breaking free, yes, it's time for you to break free from something that you've been doing for a long time. It's going to free you and allow you to return back to your nature, allowing you to bring in more gentleness, more kindness into your reality. Essentially what I'm saying is, like, you need to let go of something. So I don't know what that is for you, my friend, but definitely the break free card came through, and magic of nature, returning back to your nature, to who you are, being true to yourself, so that you can reconnect with yourself, and that's going to bring in about more new experiences, new energies, the feeling of magic, if you like. Also, this very stressing, be kind to yourself, be kinder to yourself. You need to be a little bit more gentle on yourself. There's a harshness behind all of this, and that's why you need to break free from it, because it's not allowing you to be your true nature. It's almost like you have to be something else in order to survive in this environment or whatever it is. Now, brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action and bring your idea to fruition. So whatever it is that you want to do, they're saying, yes, go ahead with it. It's the right thing for you. Career transition could also mean relationship. I don't know, but your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Okay, so whatever it is, yes, it's time to make that change. And spiritual understanding, which is very interesting. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So again, I think that kindness is like, whatever this decision you're going to make, whatever this change or pursuing this thing or whatever, it has something to do with the spiritual path. It's like trusting yourself more, trusting your intuition, being, there's a reason why you had this feeling. There's a reason why you're like, I feel like I should do this, but I'm not quite sure. And it's like, well, you're never going to know until you do it, right? And sometimes, even if it doesn't work out, sometimes we always think it's like, oh, the outcome is the important thing. No, it's the actual decision of doing something for yourself that is the key. Whether that worked out or not, it's not the point. It's the point is that you actually took action on something that you wanted for yourself and didn't listen to anybody else, and that you were willing to get rejected or willing to make a mistake because you actually stood up for yourself and you did something for yourself as opposed to everybody else. Does that make sense, DP? Girl needs water today, man. And yes, by the way, I have a big water, big cup. I don't do anything small, man. You know? Amazing. Thank you, DP. Best of luck. All right, Mary. Carla, hi. Hey, Jacqueline. Mary, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. Sorry, just give me 1 second, please. I have been listening while making supper, but I had to finish that and feed my daughter first. Aw, that's nice, Carla. Yeah, absolutely. If you want to wait and get a free one, feel free. If you want to put in a donation, you can put it in now, and I'll make sure to fit you in. Whatever you want, my love. Of course. Yeah. Don't worry, sweetie. And again, I don't expect it, of course. It's just, it gives you a bit of a longer reading, but you can just hang out until the end, and then you can get a reading anyway. Okay, so it was related to my career, so it makes a lot of sense on how the card aligned. See, I knew I was making a judgment. That's awesome. Oh, I got you down, Carla. Thank you. Okay, Mary, guidance with a class I am taking. Should I continue? Okay. Yeah. That broke out. Is it a sign? I think it just means that my bracelet was loose. So I have a funny story about that, actually, guys. So, and by the way, I'm focusing on you, Mary. I was teaching a meditation class, and before the classes I usually do like a ritual, and I had burned some incense, and I usually like incense myself. Sorry, not incense, sage. And I went around the class, and I went back to my spot, and I'm like in the zone, like fucking doing my energy thing, and suddenly I feel like this heat on my shoulder, like really intense heat, and I'm like, shit, I don't think this is a good thing. Like, what does this mean? And I'm like sitting, I'm like, no, this really fucking burns. And the next thing you know, I realized I thought I was having a spiritual moment. No, it's just the sage was burning through my freaking top. And I had to laugh because I was like, not everything is a spiritual thing, man. So anyway, sorry, Mary. I'm with you. Yeah, I know, Jamie Wright is hilarious. She's like, I thought I was like, wow, this is really intense. Like, I can feel this. It's like, no, I was literally burning my skin off. It's like, this is not good. Is it a bad sign? Is something bad gonna happen? I was like, oh my god, such an idiot. Ooh, okay. Very interesting. So I'm gonna get one more because it's not a yes or no, Mary, but what I did get here is that your spiritual team answered prayer, and I got spiritual team is around you right now, so you need a lot of support. So what is the thing that you're asking for, Mary, and you have the spiritual support behind it? I have to be careful because sometimes, guys, like I said before, like I sometimes could prejudge what the answer is because I'm reading through the cards, and sometimes it's just like a channeled information. So you know what that is. So Mary, the question is, what have you been praying for? You know, and that kind of tells you exactly what you want here with this class. And the other thing that I'm hearing here is like, ask your spiritual team to help you through it. Okay, ask them to help you with what to do. Because this is not something that you have to do by yourself. I feel like you feel like there's a lot of pressure on you. Okay, that's better. There's a lot of pressure on you to make a decision or to continue to do whatever it is. And essentially what I'm hearing here is that like you've been asking for something, you've been praying for something, you've been wanting something. There's a desire in your heart for something. So you can ask your spiritual team to help you. They're by your side. Whatever you decide to do, you are supported. But prosperity arises from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So usually like the ship is sailed, right? Sailing, going on a journey. Maybe it is time for you to change. I don't know. You have to trust your own self here. But whatever it is that you're going to do, whatever decision that you're going to make, you're supported and it's okay. You're going to be fine. That's really all you need to know. So You got to figure it out for yourself, because sometimes we come to people like me and we want the answer, and that's not always how it works. But what they are saying is that trust yourself. What have you been asking for? Because that is what you truly want in your heart, and you're supported along this journey, and you will be okay. You will land on your feet. Okay? Does that make sense, Mary? You gave a donation, so I'm going to give you a little bit longer reading, actually. I just realized that you gave a donation, so let me see what else they can come up with. Again, I'm getting change. It is expensive. It is a stretch to spend the money. Yo, this missed opportunity card is coming up every time. What do you got? What's going on? This is a very collective thing. Okay. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the changes and expect things to get better now. Recovery from an addiction. Okay, so the addiction could mean addiction of way of thinking, addiction of the past, addiction of cycle. Okay, doesn't mean actual like addiction, although you might also have that. I don't know, but I don't think it has anything to do with that. So it's expensive and it's a stretch to spend it. Yeah, but sweetie, if this is what you want to do, fuck the money. Like, honestly, you can always make more money. So if this is something, again, what have you been praying for? What have you been asking? They're telling you go for it, because they want you to pursue it, because that's what your heart is calling you, right? So again, you're looking too much at the negatives and not looking at the positive. This card has come out 3 times today, you guys. So again, it's like you're looking at all the negative things and not seeing what this is essentially going to give you, right? What the reward behind it is, because it's not an immediate reward. So you feel like you're missing out. You're looking at the lack and not looking at the prosperity behind it. We only look at prosperity. This is the card. We look at prosperity as money, right? Immediate satisfaction. No. Prosperity is so many things. It could just be an experience, as a self-discovery. It could be so many things, and through that the money may follow, could follow, probably will follow, I don't know. But money itself is energy. It comes and goes. And I can say this for myself, where I quit all of my jobs 2 years ago to pursue my passions. I'm living proof of that. So I now have a very different relationship with money that I did 2 years ago, because I started just pursuing my passions, and I just started doing the things that I want, and somehow money always shows up whenever I need it. In fact, a lot of the times when I take a step back, I go on a vacation or something, that's when I make the most amount of money. So it tells you something, right? So when it comes to money, don't worry about that. What do you want to do? What do you want? And then you've come into your own new partnership or contracts. Continue to move forward. Again, they're telling you, do it. I can't be any clearer. They're telling you, like, you got the change card, you got the travel card, you got the move forward card. Like, they're wanting you to take that leap of faith. They're wanting you to say, go ahead and go and pursue it. This is for you. This is what you want to do. Go after it. You got spiritual support. You got a team behind you. You don't have to do this alone. It's going to be fine. You're welcome, Mary. You got this, girl. You got this. Go for it. If this is what you want, if this is what your heart wants, trust me, go for it. You're not going to regret it. You're going to regret it if you didn't. That's for sure. Right? If you look back in 10 years' time and you didn't pursue it, would you have cared about the money? Probably not, right? So think about priorities, because we always give money so much priority. Yes, we live in a physical world. Yes, we need money. I get all that. But this is up here. Okay, and then I'm assuming that Carla, you want to do it at the end because you're feeding your daughter, so I'm just going to put you at the end unless you want to go now, so let me know. But I'm going to do Sharon and then Natalie, and you guys are going to get a quicker reading. So Sharon, general, okay. Ooh, we like that card. Oh, I think this does want to come out. Okay. Interesting. That's me pretending to be the cards. Okay. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Act of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. Release the past. There is more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. And the reason why I did that, because look at those two. Don't they look like they're doing the same thing? It's like they're just like opening up to receive. So the frequency that I'm getting here is really just like let go and let God, let go and trust, Sharon. There's a bit of like good things are coming in, and sometimes what I'm hearing is like the fear or the this. And so what they're wanting you to do is literally like this: be open and receptive, be grateful, call in that energy, the things, the blessings are there, but you also got to be receptive to it. Your frequency has to be open to it in order for them to also come in, because sometimes they can come in and then we're not grateful or we don't see it, and then that's what ends up happening. It just passes by. And something about your past, this is something to do with your past. So it's a pattern or something from your past is keeping you stuck in that cycle, in that old cycle, and not allowing you to break free from it so that you can just make the changes or just allow these frequencies to come in. And also, again, I love the let go and let God, but I look at it more like let go so that you can make new energy so you can make space for the new energy to come in. Because when you're full, if your energy is full, it has no space for anything else to fit in. Right? So we have to make that space in order for the new energies to come in, the new opportunities, the new things. So that's just coming through very strongly. Essentially, it's like, what is it that you need to release? What is it that you need to let go so that you can open up and embrace the new to come in? Very to the point, but that's what came in, Sharon. So I hope that resonates. Timely message. Yeah, I know, right? Always. All right, Natalie. And then I've got Carla. And then that's it for today, guys. You're welcome. General reading. Okay. Hey. Iggy. Stop trying to commit suicide. Guinea pigs. They are like... Hamsters, guinea pigs are all suicide prone. They just like to try to kill themselves. They're very... they just do dumb things. You're just like, bruh, that's not... No. Alright. Did you get the zoomies? Look at it. Wee, wee. What you doing? Hi, Minnie. I love you. Sorry, I'm trying to get the energies, but... Okay, this one has come through again. Okay, so there's a crisis right now in LA, for those of you who don't know. There's a hoarding case, unfortunately, where somebody has about 400 to 500 guinea pigs. And it's causing a ripple effect issue with the shelters, of course, because they don't have any space for that. There's all the rescues that I of course work with a lot of the rescues. I'm a rescue myself, and yeah, these are the things that piss me off about people. They were quick, Natalie. They were like bam bam. Again, this card again, amazing. So Natalie, we got relationship development to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. And then speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. So I don't know why, but I'm feeling like this is something to do possibly with a relationship in your life where there's like... something in your life. It could also be a relationship to a business or something, but essentially you needing to speak up, you needing to basically like be more confident in yourself and not allow whatever they are or it is to make you feel less than, if that makes any sense. It's a little bit more complicated than that. So essentially, ultimately what I'm getting here is though, is like, if you're not sure what to do in this situation or you're having a hard time, find somebody who has experience in this and ask for their advice. There is somebody in your life that can give you some really solid advice in the situation, that can really help you and guide you in the right direction. Of course, make sure that they're already very successful in that department. Don't ask for financial advice to a homeless person, because that never goes well. You know what I mean? So just somebody who you look up to, who you know can give you good advice in this department. And it's like almost like your heart and your mind having a conflict with the situation. So it's like one side of you saying one thing, the other one saying, yeah, but this is like, you know, so so there's a need for a little bit more balance here. But essentially it's like something's developing to a new level, so you got to trust yourself and care for yourself as well, the same way that you care for others. I wish this was a little bit more specific, but it's a bit vague because I think it's like multiple energies coming in and multiple things possibly. So I know I can feel what it's trying to say, but I just don't know how to express it the right way, I think. Maybe I'll get one more card just to get a little bit more clarity on this. It's the puzzle. There it is. A new emotional situation. Message regarding relationship or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. So I don't know what that is for you, Natalie, obviously, because I'm like over here doing this. But again, I feel like it's to do with the relationship, some kind of relationship here, right? So you are getting intuitive insights about it. So essentially it really just comes down to the basics here, which is like trust your intuition on this one. Don't be afraid to ask people for advice on the situation, but not everybody, right? The right person who you know is going to give you like solid direction. And something is changing, something is evolving. So like you're going to the next level. So it could be a relationship evolving to the next level. It could be a business thing, right? It makes a lot of sense. Thinking about moving within my boyfriend. Okay, thank God. I was like, because I was like, I could feel it could also be like in business, but I was like, I really strongly felt that it was relationship. And again, I'm always very concerned about projecting my own opinions onto things because sometimes I'm wrong. So that's good to know. And that makes sense. See, the boyfriend and the house. Yeah, so just ask for advice. I think what the advice is that you just need a boost of confidence. I think that's really what it comes down to. You just need a little bit of reassurance from somebody who's like, look, yeah, it's a risk, but you know, at the end of the day, you're a smart girl, you know how to handle yourself, and if things don't work out, you can always move out. You know what I mean? Like there's always a way out. It's not like you're stuck now. It's just at the end of the day we're a house. So maybe there's a bit of fear of that, but there is the next level. So trust your intuition, and you know, I do possibly see that happening, but I feel like again you're needing that reassurance from somebody. So it could be me right now here giving you that reassurance, or it could just be maybe your father or somebody who like you value their opinion and they're like, you're a smart girl, you got this. It's just kind of like that little nudge and that little push to say, you don't need my advice, you know exactly what to do. So essentially having confidence in yourself and your own decisions. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Amazing. Well, best of luck. All right, so we're going to finish with Carla. How it doing? Oh, she's already there. Okay, thanks, Jacqueline. I've missed you, lady. Oh, I missed you too. There's a lot. So let's see what comes through as a priority. Basically, when I'm on my purpose path, there are times when I get interference that often affects or comes through my family. Yeah, they're fun, aren't they? So I'm wondering about how my kids are doing in all of this. This time, I want to know how to support them so they are well covered. I recently completed a major league battle. Congratulations, representing myself. Amazing. Good for you. It went well, but there is still more to complete. So I want to know what messages are coming through since I've been so focused on that. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, there is a lot. Okay, so give me a second. These cards are on fire today, this deck. Ooh. Nice. Okay. So the first thing that came through very, very strongly, Carla. Aw, that's nice, Loney. So the first thing that came in very, very strongly, and there was two cards that basically said the same thing, is essentially not to limit yourself. There's a part of you that I feel like oftentimes wonders, is like, how can I do this? I don't know how I'm going to do this, but they're saying, I don't know how to word this. Let me just read it for you. The cosmic wishes are here to remind you to reach for the stars. Do not place limitations on what you can and cannot do. Believe in yourself and take your dreams as far as they can go. Think big and cosmic. This card is also a reminder that you, my friend, are made of stardust. And then stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So again, this is just about you standing strong, standing tall, and reminding yourself that you are a lot more powerful than you think you are. I think you actually don't see how powerful you are, Carla, and even the fact that you're representing yourself, that you're doing all this by yourself and you have kids. You're a fucking warrior, man. Like, you're a superwoman, okay? And it doesn't take away the toughness and the difficulty and the challenges and the nights that you probably are exhausted and crying and all this sort of stuff, because we think of that as like, I'm weak. But that is the complete opposite of what's happening. I think you really have to look back and remind yourself of how strong and how powerful you are. Because when you realize that, you suddenly start believing in yourself a little bit more, and you start expanding your energy where you're just like, I'm capable of anything, I can do anything. And so it gives you that boost of energy to keep going and keep moving forward and keep standing up. Yeah, so I do see some level of conflict. So sorry, there's a lot going on. Let me just reread your question as well, because I want to make sure I'm going to get everything through. So the family stuff, yeah. Okay, so I think that's also what this was saying, basically, with the family stuff, right? Thank you. I pulled a card last week before my hearing, and it said, you are stronger than you know. Yes. But this is also the family stuff, right? Again, whenever we shine, whenever we're bright, it threatens others. The higher we go, the more light we shine, the more shadows we cast. Okay? So this is what basically is happening with you, with your family, right? Like you're saying, every time I do something, they kind of get in the fucking way and they make it difficult. It's because you're showing them what people are capable of. You're showing them essentially what people can do and how strong people can be, and that threatens people. At the end of the day, when that threatens people, they're like, no, put the brakes on that. Or they put you down, because essentially it's like, well, either you're lucky or you're delusional or whatever the fuck the story that people make up in their heads. And you, essentially what I'm hearing is just like, think big, do your thing, don't worry about them. If they get in the way, just remind yourself of that strength. Remind yourself that at the end of the day, even if it is family, it doesn't matter who it is from your family, of course, except for your kids. But if it is somebody from the family, they don't understand, they don't see it because they don't want to be capable of it. So don't allow, and no offense, people who are lesser than you to dictate your choices, to dictate your path. I don't mean it as in like beneath you, but people who are making crappier choices at the end of the day, right? And then I want to just keep reading, make sure that I'm getting everything right. Okay, so the other thing that came up was, this one is usually like conflict, right? There's a bit of conflict going on here, and that's obviously what you're experiencing. So being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate. Is that literally a stalemate? I don't know if that resonates with you, but somebody is a stalemate. Pretending there is no problem. Okay, so I feel like what is happening here as well is like somebody is not taking responsibility, and it's putting all of that responsibility onto you. So this is why, again, I wish I could word these things better. Sometimes I have limited words of the English language. Yeah, so I mean, I just got to do what I'm saying. So essentially, it's like this person is basically dragging you down, or this situation essentially is dragging you down and causing that part of you that makes you feel less than. Somehow this energy has an influence over you, right? And it's affecting you. So again, this is why you need to be bigger energy. That's why you have to have that confidence. That's why you have to be whatever. And guys, a lot of the times what happens with a lot of us, and we have this fear of being called arrogant. We have this fear of being called this, materialistic, vain, whatever the fucking story it is. Own it. So fucking what? So fucking what? Okay? Because this is coming from people who are doing absolutely fucking shit with their lives. Okay? I get so much crap sometimes from people that I know because I just made a decision to pursue my thing, to be myself, and of course it threatens other people. I've had 3 people in the last week calling me, what was it? That I think that I am morally above everybody else. And ironically, it was 3 people who said the same thing, right? And I was like, but I never said that I was morally above everybody else. So I don't know where they got it from. It's because I'm vegan and all that sort of stuff, and I was posting some vegan stuff. But I was just like, well, that was, by the way, coming from a person who sues people for a living, okay? Like literally companies, who goes out of their way and sues. So am I going to value that person's opinion? Fuck no. I'm not even going to let them influence my energy, because at the end of the day, I'm like, of course you would come to me and talk about morality when you have no fucking morals. So obviously I'm triggering you because I'm showing you that you can have morals, that you can stand strong, that you can have boundaries, and that you don't have to get corrupted by dumb shit. So Carla, I feel like there's a little bit of this, and I don't know how else to explain it, except to give you that example. Yes, that's the theme of my case and family stuff. My husband and I don't have much support of our kids, and so I always think I'm falling short. Yeah. Events that occur with great speed take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. Okay, so this is a bit of a warning that's coming up, Carla. So listen, it's a lot. You're dealing with a lot, my friend, okay? And I think, by the way, first and foremost, you're amazing. I love you for everything that you're doing. You're an inspiration. Just please understand this. But it's very challenging. It is a complex situation. It's a lot, okay? So there's a little bit of a warning here saying that, yes, things are working out for you. Just be prepared that things are going to be moving fast soon. There's going to be some big changes coming up. You got this. You can do this. So it's going to require you to think a little bit outside of the box to find solutions for this. It's not going to, the old ways of doing things isn't going to work. This is why I keep telling you, you have to grow your energy. You have to see yourself in a way above them. And I don't mean this, again, above them in the sense, like I said with this person, right? I'm like, thank you for your opinion, but go and fuck yourself. I don't give a shit about what you think. Because if I even allow this person to infiltrate my self-worth, I cannot fight for animals. I cannot fight for the justice, right? And for you, that's your kids, right? So if this person has any influence over you and you give value to their opinion, it brings your energy down. And then you have to build up your energy again so that you can build even more energy to then overcome that mountain. Don't fucking do it. Fuck off. Like, excuse my French, but fuck off. Okay? You are just causing me problems. There's nothing about you that I admire. So you do you, boo, you know. So the other two were cosmic angels and then green witches. So the cosmic angels are beyond the constraints of the world. Into your film often struggle. You feel different from those around. So again, this is about thank you. I feel that something's coming vibe, trying not to let fear. Yes, my friend. And it's hard, Carla. It's so hard. Yes, don't let other people's negative. And it's hard, you guys, because it's like, you know, especially if somebody that we've had in our life that we care about. Like I said, these are people that I know who came at me for a post that I made, and it wasn't even directed at them, right? This is very minimal compared to what you're going through, of course, but we choose to let that affect us. And it's very hard not to let people's opinion affect you. But this is what I mean. It's like you have to, in a way. And again, when I mean seeing yourself above them, it's not seeing yourself as better than them, as you have, in the sense of seeing above their negativity, above the bullshit, above the fucking things that they're doing, because there's no point in putting your energy into it, because there is no benefit for them or you. Maybe for them, but not for you. So the other thing that came through, by the way, is, again, it's about embracing yourself, Carla. It's like, embrace yourself fully and be okay with being unique. Be okay with standing out. Being okay with being the fucking freak. You know what I mean? Be okay with being, because you're being a leader towards your kids. You're proving to your kids what somebody's really capable of. And you got to remember that kids learn by what they see, right? So you fighting and you standing up and you being this strong, badass woman is an inspiration to them, I promise you. And even though it might not affect them maybe now, I promise you in 10, 20 years, they're going to look back at you and they're going to be like, yeah, that was my mom. And at the time I was young, I didn't understand, but now I fucking do as an adult. They don't forget, right? So when you said about influencing your kids, you are the best influence on your kids by being yourself, by being strong, by being above the bullshit. And again, your uniqueness is your strength. The more you free yourself from the limitations of human expectations, the more you will thrive. So the more you let go of the bullshit, the more you let go of everything, you just go fuck it, the more you will succeed. I hear you. I feel more compassion and justice for those who have wronged me. My kids are really proud of me. They've shown me that feeling that feels affirming. Amazing. And then the last card that you got was the green witches, which is interesting. Have a profound connection to nature and the animals. They are asking you to look for signs which may be coming from Mother Nature herself. She is always speaking to you. The question is, are you listening? They are trying to tell you something, and when you listen, you will know when to take action. There is also a deep connection to animals as they are family. So animals could also be, again, it's really science here, unless you do actually have a connection to animals. But because this is more of a reading to you, I feel like this is really what it's saying. It's like, remind yourself that you have a spiritual team behind you, right? So even though it feels like you're by yourself, you are not. And that's something that I always tell myself all the time. It's like, there are people out there who are just like me. There is energies out there who are on my side, who are wanting me to succeed and thrive, even though some people may not, okay? So I try to focus my energy on that. And then when I need to make a decision, I'm like, guys, I need your help. I need you to give me the clear sign when to take action, what decision to make. And sometimes I sit back and just wait. So I don't rush. I just wait. And oftentimes that sign shows up. Especially like, it's little things for me. It's not as dramatic as yours. But for instance, the other day, like when I teach my meditations, all my meditations I channel. So oftentimes I wake up in the morning and start receiving signs. And very, very silly thing, but it's just to give you an example of how this works. And I got this sign of doing this meditation of people going underwater and fucking meeting a whale and like all this fucking thing. And I'm like, that's a little bit weird. So I always get a little bit insecure about it, because I'm like, to me, I like it. I think it's cool, but I'm always scared that people are going to go like, she's weird. again, normal insecurities, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. But I was like, all right, well, and then as I'm driving to teach the meditation class, there was this huge billboard with like the Dead Sea secret scrolls, and like the whole thing was just basically like, obviously, and then there was somebody with a whale in the back of their car, and I was like, all right, got it, okay, you know. So these are the little things, right, that I'm talking about. These are the signs that come out that are very small, but they all are reaffirming and leading me, saying, yes, go for it. And then when I did the meditation, it was epic. Everybody fucking loved it, right? So again, it's just one of those, it's very little compared to what you're going through, but it's just an example of these signs, is like fully trusting it, even though you think it's like, oh, okay, you know, and then it turns out to be amazing. I've also been dreaming about my cats and lioness. Well, that would make sense with the, have you looked up the spiritual meaning of cats and the totem of that? So that could also be one of your spirit guides and your totem animals. Okay, so what that's telling you is that you're going to start seeing, you might want to check out Animal Oracle by Kim Kranz. Nice, I like that, thank you. Yeah, so I would look into that, because there's something there for you. That's a sign that's telling you something. Like for me, it's birds and eagles. So whenever I drive, if I see like a hawk or a certain animal, I know it means something to me. It means I'm being looked at, like my guides are talking to me. Hummingbirds are also reminding me of my son who passed away. Oh, Cuddle, I'm so sorry. Yeah, and sometimes they communicate through animals as well. So look into it. Don't be afraid to be different, Cuddler. This is a very interesting life that you've taken on. It's very challenging. It's very intense, but you have a spiritual team behind you. Okay? And hey, Megan, good to see you. Give me 1 second. Let me just finish with Carla. So does that make sense, Carla? And let me know if this is helping you out, of course, because I want you to start believing yourself, but you got to think bigger. You got to allow yourself to be bigger. And that doesn't mean louder. That doesn't mean more aggressive. When I say bigger, it means believing in yourself, allowing yourself to dream bigger, to think of yourself as something bigger than this limiting vessel that we have and energy. You know what I mean? Let me just check the time. Okay. Thank you. This was very affirmative. I need your baddie delivery, I believe, in pouring into one another. Oh, amazing, Carla. I'm so sorry you're going through this, but listen, you got this, man. Hi, Megan. So I was going to close out, but if you want, I will definitely give you a reading right now, just before I close out. So you just came just in time, my friend. I still got a little bit of time. And just a quick reminder, by the way, since you're all here, guys, I know I'm going to like preach the crap out of it, but I'm very proud of it, guys. So my Oracle deck has arrived. You asked, well, there you go. I'm literally about to tell you. That was weird timing. So it's for sale, you guys. It's arrived. It's for sale. So if you're interested, you're welcome, Carla. Sending you love. I tried to put a link just below here, but for some reason, I don't know why you guys can't see it. So I just put the link again. Let me know if you can see it or not. But if not, go to my bio. There is my website, which is meditation-channel.com, and today I put them up for $26 free shipping. Normally they're $44. Is this my first deck? Yes, this is my first Oracle deck that I made. Inside Time has been acting out since I've been away. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So it's possible because they changed the system. Like, I know the setup is completely different, so who knows. But yeah, guys, if you're interested, they're here. These are great to give yourself readings. Okay, they're designed even more so to give yourself a reading, to get yourself the guidance. Of course, everything was channeled from me. Everything is like amazing quality. I made sure no spelling mistakes. Hopefully, if you do find them, don't tell me. No shapeshifters in here. I had to fit. That was the funniest thing, you guys. For those of you who don't know, I wrote a card. It was shapeshifters, and I made a spelling mistake, and I wrote shapeshitters in the samples. So I'm not actually seeing anyone's comments right now. Oh, automatically get deleted for comments. Oh, okay. So funny. Okay, got it. So what if I put my... Oh, so even if I put my... Okay, so let me do this. Meditation channel. Do you guys see that? So obviously put www.meditation-channel.com. Okay, that's probably why. So maybe... Yeah, that makes sense. So just go to my website, guys, and in products, it will take you the link to my eBay. If you're interested, of course, feel free. If not, that's fine. Oh, see, I knew it. They don't let you put links. It's not very nice, Insight Timer. No, that's okay, fine. I would sell it through Insight Timer, but they don't give you that option. But yeah, if you guys, thank you guys. So if you want to support, if you want to go buy it, please go today. I am going to keep it maybe for 24 hours, the $26 promo. And I'd be very excited to know how you guys like it if you do get a deck. But before we close out, does anybody have any questions before we close out? Anything at all? More about like me, my work, or a question about spirituality? And if not, that's fine too. So yeah, the new moon. So I do know with this new moon, guys, it's not exactly the best time to ask for something this time around. Usually the new moon is a great time to manifest, but apparently it's in retrograde. Hey, there was a card here. 2 cards that I left out. So I did a meditation on inner child healing. So it's actually apparently a really good time to do some inner child healing. Yeah, apparently this new moon is intense, and I've been feeling the energies for sure. So this is a great opportunity to just do some inner child work. If you go to my YouTube channel, tomorrow there's going to be a new meditation out for the new moon. So you can do that if you want to, if you don't want to just do it yourself. But yeah, great time to do inner child work, essentially. So a good time to basically heal the blocks or anything that's in the way. Yeah, so I don't usually feel the retrograde so much, but this one is like yesterday, man, I was like, I felt the energies. I was like, woo! See, and I forgot this card. I think this is a final message for everybody. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So I would like do some cleansing, maybe talk to your inner child, do some stuff around that. And then maybe some of you might have some inner child stuff coming up. Could also be like old traumas and stuff. So just be aware of that. Especially for those of you who have like are dealing with a lot. So just be aware. So just be very gentle with yourself around this new moon. Take the opportunity to nurture yourself, to be kinder to yourself. And again, guys, everything that happens, sometimes at the time looks like a really bad thing, but in the long run, I'll give you a quick example. So yeah, a friend of mine, like one of my clients went to one of the other places that I recommended, and they did like this family constellation thing, and apparently she just did not have a good experience. It was actually very triggering and traumatic for her. So she came to me and told me about it, and as she was telling me this, I was like sitting there. Of course, I didn't tell her to her face, but I was like, I think this is actually a good thing. Even though it was so triggering for her, not taking away her experience at all. But I was like, I think this is actually going to help her out in the long run. Anyway, long story short, it ended up being a good thing, you know. So sometimes things that feel at the time like they're so bad, it's just because they had to come to the surface in order for us to be aware that it's still there, and it's something that we need to finally like heal or process or let go of. Not taking away, of course, the crappy process of it, but that's part of it. All right, guys. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to hang out with all of you guys today. For those of you who don't know me, who've just joined, by the way, hi, my name is Jacqueline. I hope to see you again here soon. I usually do these once a week, but my schedule's been absolutely insane. So hopefully I can make space for it and make sure that I make time for it at least once a week. I'm going to also can only schedule it 2 days before, because the girl forgets what day of the week it is often. And then she forgets to show up sometimes, even though I'm usually super organized. But you should see my schedule. It's like every day it's like one thing after the other. So I'm going to do my best, guys. I always appreciate your readings, your energy. Getting a lot of these lives. Oh, thank you. Thank you for spending your time. It was great seeing you again. Jamie! Oh my gosh, guys. I'm just, yeah, I wish I could hug you guys. I wish I could be like, give me a hug. But I'll be back. I'll try to make more time for it. And I know I've got possibly a retreat coming up eventually in the long run at the Owl's Nest here in LA. I'm trying to finish my book. I'm trying to do all of these things, but at least I got my cards done. That's done. High five to me. You should guys try high five yourself. It's a fun one. All right, guys. Well, it's been so good to see you all. I missed you all so much. I really, really hope to come back next week. I just don't want to make any promises if I can't keep it because my schedule is just like, surprise, bitch. So, thank you. Yeah, I really want to do at least once a week. I am also trying to build my TikTok now, and because I do TikTok lives, TikTok shop to try and sell my cards and more products and stuff. But that's why it's just, and I'm actually getting paid to do TikTok lives. I'm on screen a lot lately, so it's been just nonstop, and yeah, I'll fit it in. I'll make it work, you guys. Don't you worry, okay? I will see you soon. And as always, guys, I'm wishing you the most beautiful, magical day ever. Blessings, and I will see you soon. The surprise, bitch. Yeah, I know. It's my sense of humor. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you soon. All the best. Big hugs. Talk to you soon.